Hello, I'm Bill Bass with Shop.org TV, here today with Doug Mack, who's one of the seniorest execs at Adobe Systems. Doug and I were talking earlier. We first met in 1998 when Doug was running GoodHome.com, which was a spin-off of Broderbund and Mattel, and then that became Scene 7. And many of us, including our companies, use Scene 7 for many of the visualization technologies on our website, and it was bought by Adobe, primarily I think to get Doug's skills, talents, and ability, and along with their technology. And Doug now runs a chunk of Adobe, including Scene 7, but also Photoshop and...
Yeah, the consumer group, where we do consumer-based products like Photoshop Elements.
All right. So tell us a little bit about, you're going to be speaking here at the event. Tell us a little bit about what you're going to be speaking about.
Great. I'm going to have 2 sessions. Always one of my favorite things to do here at Shop.org. Tomorrow I'm going to spend some time around 3:30. This is Tuesday with Sally McKenzie, who's another old haunt of Shop.org, and we're going to critically evaluate some websites and customer experiences.
Did you call Sally McKenzie old?
I did, and I'm sure she'll see this tape and I'll pay a big price. I'm old too.
We're all old, yeah, I
know. In any event, we're going to do a method that I kind of started here a year ago called the Critics Corner, where we're going to go through a variety of sites that are trying new things, and I've done that over the course of the past year. And we're going to talk about what works, what's trying too hard, and things that work. Do they apply broadly to the industry, or do they apply to niche sites? Second thing I'm going to do on Wednesday at 1:15 is talk about emerging themes in customer experience. And so what I've done in the past at Shop.org is talked about 5 themes that I would look at if I were running my business or that will kind of take hold over the next 12 to 24 months, particularly impacting the customer experience. I've done that at the last couple of shows, and I've refreshed the 5 themes because I think a lot of things are changing right now.
So we won't go through all 5 because we want people to come to your talk, but could you give us a teaser of one that you think is out there?
You know, we were just talking before the session, Bill runs Fair Indigo, a bunch of other things in his retirement right now, and I was saying that if I were running an e-commerce site, I would run, not walk, to incorporate video into my site experience. I just have gotten so much exposure, part of Adobe, which focuses on things beyond e-commerce, of video consumption and media sites and content sites, and the consumer desire for video is beyond what I'd ever imagined. Now when I'm seeing companies in e-commerce put them in and really put them in an elegant way to their sites, consumers just love it. It just brings products to life, it conveys brand value, it drives conversion. It's not an easy thing to pull off, but I think those who do it first will totally get disproportionate loyalty.
And where do you think that people are spending, so you got these things that you think people should be spending their time on. Where do you see things now that people are spending their time on that they might not need to be spending time on?
Yeah, I think there gets to be diminishing returns on, you get certain features and function up and you're constantly usability testing and refining, trying to get one more click out of the shopping cart or a slightly better search refinement. And I think you get to a point that you get 90% of your benefit there and you're kind of drilling a dry well. And so to take something that you've never done before on your site and introduce to consumers to kind of liven up the experience like video, I think gets you on a whole new fresh field.
How about social things? You know, the whole kind of people talking about Web 2.0 and blogs and Twitter and all these kind of things out here. Is it lipstick on a pig, or is it really is it really something that matters?
I just flew in from California. There's a lot of talk about politics these days. So I think I'm really amped up about video. I spent a lot of time on the social networking and social type sites. I think people are trying within Facebook to do interesting things, but I'm not sure any of them are game changing yet.
So other than the game like Scrabulous or something
that's
like
right,
that.
Which has
the actual games are game changing.
Has nothing to do with e-commerce,
Right.
Of course, but it's fun and it's free. But what I am seeing is I'm starting to see some sites. One I really like, you may have seen, is Etsy, that is trying to create connections to other people who might like products like you. So it's almost a better version of the recommendation engines that are automated through technology, where other people within your network may like things like you like, and you can begin to pick and look into their assortment. So I do believe that
you go and join this site. I mean, it's like
you join the site, you create your favorites, and then the system does matching with you with other users. You begin to dig through their assortment. Very interesting.
How do you spell this?
Etsy, ETSY.com.
Okay.
They're doing a bunch of really cool things. So I don't think social is something that if you don't get right in the next year, you're going to win or lose. I think it's something that over 12 to 24 months, we'll see that people can get a social experience either with friends or with people who have like interests. We'll definitely get a higher degree of stickiness within the site. But just widgets, Facebook, and whatnot, I think you have to think it through, and it's going to take a little time for the social stuff to take hold.
Mm-hmm. How about right now, I mean, today, the banking system is kind of teetering back and forth. Got a Hurricane Ike has just rolled down Wall Street. You got consumers out there that are worried about losing jobs and things like that. I mean, this is really, and for our generation, kind of probably the biggest, for real, not kind of the fake .com crash, but like for real economic issues. Have you seen that starting to roll through any of your clients or any of the online world, or is the online business fairly insulated from?
Yeah, I've been shocked and amazed by how well our clients are doing this year. I think this storm has been brewing. It's rolled forward, .com, 9/11, real estate, financial system credit crisis, and you could see a thesis where consumer spending would dry up. Our customers are on fire this year. My business is on fire this year. And I think what's happening is that finally, unlike when we started in '98, big corporations are getting the strategic linkage of e-commerce to their overall strategy. It's not just a standalone P&L that's generating revenue, it's the front door to the company for research, for driving people into a multi-channel strategy. So one is, I would say, our e-commerce customers seem to be doing great. I would say number two is Europe is stronger than North America. When I see our business, I think 40% of our business came out of North America last quarter, and it was a record quarter, so very interesting. And I would say the last thing is that one thing that helps from a Scene 7 business perspective is I have seen people look more. Scene 7 helps on revenues, but it helps on productivity. I am seeing people saying, hey, how can I use Scene 7 to use fewer resources in my business? So if you have a solution that has an automation or a productivity aspect, that's probably good at a time like right now.
Great. So you live in California.
I do.
There's no budget there right now, right?
As of last night, I think there's a budget.
Oh, it got signed.
Yeah, there's no more Lehman Brothers, but there's a budget in California.
But a budget. Outstanding. Well, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Live to suffer another year.
So, Doug Mack from Adobe. Thank you very much, Doug.
Great, Bill. Good to see you. Thanks.